Hi guys. So it's been about 3 weeks since I did my last vlog. Yet again, I've got my notes in front of me again. Just bear with me. Anyways, yeah, 3 weeks. I wasn't well. I had that stupid cold that's going about, and a shocking cough and stuff. And I've been struggling myself. But I'm going to talk positive before I get to the struggle part. So, been spending time with Stacey, and and she's been great to me. I definitely feel like, bless her, I've got a good friend that, who it's got my well-being, and you know what I mean, they're not taking advantage of me or anything like that. And I really appreciate that. I finally got to meet Georgia, which was the fourth child I didn't meet. I've met the other three. Where am I here? Georgia. Oh yeah. What such an awesome young girl she is. And like I've said, I've met all the kids now. I've struggled with friendships in the past. Excuse me. Because they've always wanted something in return, or used me for money and other things. But Stacey doesn't. She just wants me to be happy, and obviously she just wants to be in my amazing company, because I don't blame her really, because I am just truly awesome. And I'm only joking, I'm not. Anyways, counselling's still going well. Been working on a lot of stuff. Slowly opening that box in the back of my mind. That's been sealed for years, months even. But I sort of feel ready to tackle that now. I feel I am. But like I say, it's just a slow progress, isn't it? You do it in your own time. I'm not pushed into anything. I've said this before. I'm not pushed into anything that I don't want to do or don't want to talk about. So yeah, that one. Let me have a look here. My arm's starting to ache now. So I have been struggling with my mood and my emotions. Just bear with me if I get teary here and stuff like that, because I am going through a bit of a tough emotional thing. So tomorrow will be the 6th of December, and that would have been my due date for if I had my baby still. I'd be due on the 6th. I had an ectopic pregnancy in April. I think I have shared this before, but not all of it. And since then, a piece of my heart died. It's gone with the baby. Part of it's gone. And what's hard is that I should be getting excited. I should be checking everything. I've got everything and just waiting for baby to come, and I'm not. What I am more is I'm sad. I keep crying. But I've learned that crying's okay. It's not it's no shame in crying, because you're letting it all out. Doesn't mean to say I'm weak. I'm just letting it out because I need to let it out. And grief is a weird feeling, isn't it? It really is weird. yeah, so yeah, sorry, I'm like on my notes still here. So to deal with it, like to deal with the grief, for the baby, and also for my good friend Laura, who she passed away in April. Oh gosh, get my days mixed up. August, sorry, I'm thinking about stuff there. Yeah, she was, unfortunately, she was murdered. So it's a double whammy with the death and grief, and losing the baby it was so traumatic. I had a friend that came with me, called Julie. I had to have a scan because I was feeling pressure in my bum, but it was like a pain at the same time. So I went down to the assessment unit and was waiting for a scan. And we went in, she scanned me, and she turned round and got another midwife to have a look. And then I just looked at Julie, and I knew something wasn't right. And then she turned to me and she just said, "I'm so sorry, the baby is ectopic. We need to get you to theatre." Do you know, like, when she told me that, I was just lay there, and then I just wanted, I couldn't catch my breath because I couldn't believe that this was happening. Not me, why me? Why couldn't I just have something that makes me happy? Something like that, and it was so tough knowing that, my baby was in my tummy, but my baby had to die for me to survive. And I know I nearly lost my life as well. I get that. And, I am grateful to be here, but, I've never felt pain like it. I've never known, for my heart to ache as much as it did, and it does. And then, the next minute I was getting into a gown, and, Julie was staying with me. I'm going off stride here, aren't I? Look. Julie. Yeah. So I was prepped, but I was in a lot of pain as well. It was getting worse. So she gave me, the midwife had gas in her, and I had morphine. Family came and I cried again with them, but I did really appreciate Julie being with me. She was great, and I couldn't have went for the scan by myself, and I couldn't have that news told to me by myself either. So yeah, what else happened? So I was very lucky after my operation. I went to high dependency unit to be monitored as I lost a lot of blood, and the operation was a bit more complicated than what it should have been, and I've had to have my left ovary out and my left fallopian tube out as well because that had ruptured, so I was bleeding internally, and I was losing a lot of blood, so I was having blood transfusion. I think I had 2 of them. So couldn't do the keyhole because there was that much blood, so they've had to cut me when you get a C-section. That's what I got cut so across my tummy. And a 2-hour operation turned into a 7-hour operation. That's how long, and that's that's why, because it was so more complicated, to the point where the consultant told me they had to get another team in to you know, being there and like helping stuff. The consultant came to see me the next day, and I just explained everything. He explained everything to me, and he just said, I'm lucky, I'm a very lucky girl, because if I'd left it like half an hour I'd be dead, you know, I wouldn't be here now. And then my question was, can I still have children? And he said yes. And that day was just so crazy. You know, I couldn't take in what was going on, like what was happening around me. It was just like, is this really real? Like, is this really happening to me? You know, it felt like surreal, like, because everything was just that fast. I went straight from being in the scan room, laying on there, being stripped out of my clothes into a gown, wheeled to a side room, gas and air, morphine, seen the consultant, and then got whisked to theatre. So everything was going on around me and I couldn't keep up with everything. So, but like you said, I can still have children. But you said, but if like, obviously whenever I fall pregnant again, is that what they'll do is I'll have to go for an early scan to make sure it's in the right place, because obviously we don't want it happening to my other side, because that's the only side that I've got then, and then if that gets damaged I won't be able to carry my own children. So I really, you know, but I am like, I'm petrified to fall pregnant again, because, you know, I don't want to go through all this, and I don't want all this to happen again, you know, because my heart's already like aches, and it'll just break me if anything like that happened to me again. So yeah, that's quite a bit of it's not too bad, 12-minute vlog. So but I just feel like it's important for me to do these vlogs when I'm not, even when I'm not doing great. I was going to do one tomorrow, but I thought, no, it's too emotional tomorrow. So I'm gonna meet up with Stacey, and we're gonna do whatever and just take my mind off it a bit. You know, and doing these vlogs, obviously I've said they've helped people. There's more people I know that message me privately, and telling me how they're doing, or they've went and got help or whatever. So yeah, so it's doing something good in a way, but I find it a bit therapeutic to do this as well, because of like the stigma around mental health and anxiety and stuff. Anyways, I'll go on with about that before. So yeah, so that's it really. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the evening and the week, and I will probably post some on next week. Bye guys.